What's up, you guys?
Oh shit! You want to do the intro? Do the intro.
No, I don't want to do it.
Come on, dude.
I already said the what's up, you guys. What's up, you guys, from Sammy Ramirez's house. I'm done.
Let's do this. Let's do the intro with you being me and me being you.
Nah, I don't know how to do that.
You just gotta talk.
How the fuck do you talk right?
I don't know. What's up, guys?
Yo,
We are back again.
Cuatro.
Why'd you say it like that? You said it like Quatro. Cuatro.
Pero me entendiste, son?
Not really. It's very hard for me to understand you sometimes.
It always is, bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
You're always like, can't understand you.
My boy Toast was like, hey, you should give him the better mic.
You really should.
I should.
Bitch.
But my voice sounds really good on this one.
Okay.
So I don't want to jeopardize my vocal ability
All right,
on
shut
this
up.
podcast.
Dude, this is the 4th episode. We've been doing this for a month.
Oh, shit. We have been doing this a month. You guys have tolerated us for a whole month now.
Damn.
It's pretty amazing.
Why? I'm like, why?
Why? Oh, man. What's up, guys? This is episode Cuatro, number 4. And
Whole month.
I don't know how many we'll do these.
Neither.
Should we just retire after 5?
After 8, make it 2 months.
Oh, shit. Nah, I mean, it's been fun. I mean, I think
it's like, I like how people relate to it in a way.
the few that have.
Yeah, which is good for me because
I was like, we got, I think we got like 6 plays on the last episode.
I'm like 3 from each one.
I'm like, my mom was 2 of them, and then I was 1, so that's 3. Victor, nah, you don't even listen to it. Why?
I listened to like 15 minutes of it because I hate my voice. I
Okay.
have a really bad voice.
Okay, I'm gonna just say it right now, bro. Anybody that makes fun of Victor's voice is getting their ass kicked.
By you?
My dog, bro.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Bitch.
It's because that's the thing. Like, I can make fun of you, but nobody else can.
Why?
Cause, bro, like,
That sounds like a toxic relationship where it's like the girl making fun of the guy, and then you're like, okay, big head.
it's like it's only funny when I say it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's only funny when I say
Let's
it.
do it.
Cause I've been getting some complaints.
For real?
No. Nah, little comments here and there
Give me
sometimes.
away.
And it's like,
You're
dude,
making-
well, the reason we picked Victor was because he's funny and he was available.
Right? And they're like, he's not funny if you can't understand them.
Yeah, I mean, I can. It's like a universe. It's like my language. Like I can understand your lingo.
It's like Han and Chewie.
Han and Chewie.
Yeah, right?
Han and Chewie of Star Wars.
Like, ¿qué dijitas?
¿Qué dijiste? Nah, me and Victor been buds for a while. He was the best one to come on here with me. And,
See?
I mean, like I said, you were
I
available.
was the closest one.
Pretty much, yeah. Anyway, guys, back.
¿De qué te ríes?
It's just I always give like 3 or 4 intros because I end up talking about some other bullshit. I'm just like, okay. We're back again for another episode of CharroBeans.
Hey.
Hey,
Dude, it's cool. I like doing this.
it feels pretty professional, right? To have a mic.
I
with
like
the
hearing-
stand.
I
and
like hearing
everything.
your voice so close in my ears.
Oh yeah.
And then I talk and it's just downhill.
It's okay, man. I heard that we had a face for radio.
See?
Do you know what that means?
No.
It means we're not pretty enough for TV.
Oh, that's true.
We have a face for radio. I know, it's
Thank
pretty
you.
disappointing. That's why with Charros, we make our money on the weekends.
Yeah. And also, we're like always in the back. The cute ones are the ones that sing. And
That's-
they're in the front.
I think that's partly the reason why we play Armonia, because we're not cute enough to be violins and be right in the front, the center stage. I'm telling you right now, if I was playing violin and I was in the front of the gig, I feel bad for those people, man.
They're like, hey, tú, muévete. Right?
They're like, ese pinche duende está tocando el violín.
You're like, I want to see the trumpet player, Arturo, in the back.
Yeah. No, it's just I feel like that's why we're in the back, which is not cute enough.
Yeah, we didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
That's how it be, bro. I mean, I understand. I can't fight it. I'm like,
Yeah, man. Well,
and I understand, and I'll do my part.
we've done our best to to get as far as we could with our looks.
The good thing is we get paid the same.
Hey, that's true. We all got to show up to the gig.
I thought it was like, fuck. You're right.
Oh man, how was your weekend?
I mean, we had the same weekend, dude.
Did we?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
we literally been together these past 3 days.
Yeah, dude, we've been working like crazy.
We've
been working like, well,
we had like 7 hours this week, right? Because we had 2 on Friday,
right. We had a wedding on Friday, which is 2 hours.
and then we had another 2,
No, we had 3.
3. So that's
5, and then 6, 7, 8.
8.
The last gig turned into another hour, so
Yeah.
it was 8 hours in total.
And then we had the planta on Friday.
Then we had the planta on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we work a lot, man.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like a lot because
What?
they were spread out. If you look at it, and because Friday no hubo talón porque no había gente. Remember?
Yeah, so Rona's been kind of cutting back on our clientele at the planta, which can go both ways. Like
I wasn't mad because we did the 2 hours.
yeah, that's the thing about a planta. It's good for you if you have like nothing that weekend, like because it's for sure cash. But when there's like a shitload of work, the planta is just like fuck. We got to play like another 3 hours here, and then we still have like 19 hours this weekend. The last thing I want to do is play at a restaurant.
I mean, it's the first thing we do. It's Friday.
I know, but it's a form of expression, dude. Like, chato. Anyway, it was a good weekend. You know what wasn't though?
What?
So our boss made the gig at 5 to 7
On Saturday?
on Friday. Remember the wedding?
Right. Yeah.
And it was for us. We live in Fort Worth, so we're I think we were like an hour away from the gig.
It was like an hour 7, but
Okay.
with our driving was like an hour.
So that's the thing. The night before, I looked it up and I was like, okay, it says an hour and 7 minutes to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, sweet. Like, if I leave here by like 4, then I should be Gucci, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I have to go to work. I have what the regular people call a regular job. Like, I go to a 9 to 5 job. So I couldn't leave. So I got out early, like at 4. Or I said I was going to leave at 4 and that I was going to leave to get there like around 5. It's an hour away. But I was at work and it was like 3:30 and I checked my phone. I open up maps and it goes from an hour and 7 minutes to an hour and 50 minutes.
Oh shit!
I looked at the maps shit and it had like nothing but reds and orange and fucking yellows, like how much traffic there was.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Like, dude, I started freaking out. So like I remember I just got on my I was like, I gotta dip. I pulled out of there like too fast, too furious, man.
Fast 5.
Fast 5. I pulled out like Dom Toretto. I was like, family, and then fucking took off, dude.
You're like biceps out.
No, yeah, dude. And I remember just thinking like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna be so fucking late. And I even left like I left early, right? Earlier than I was supposed to.
Right.
I took off and I couldn't go down that route because it was so packed with because to get there at 5, you're going in the middle of rush hour traffic. And like in Texas, we live in the city, so we're in the middle of all the interstates and everything. So everybody gets out at work from 3 to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So when I'm fucking driving like crazy, I didn't even have a chance to like change. I left in my work clothes all the way to the gig. On the way there, dude, there was a patch of like of road with nothing. I fucking took off my seatbelt. I took off my shirt. I put on my shirt, dude, and I was like driving with like I had like one titty out, bro. And then I was just trying to put like my shirt sleeves on and I was just hauling ass, dude, to that gig, man. Like, man, that was rough. I tried my best. I got there like 4 minutes. I shaved off like 40 minutes.
Nah.
By just driving like Paul Walker and Tom Toretto. Swear, I was just fucking like in my little 3.5 Tacoma.
No, I think it was pretty good for me. Like it said like an hour 10, and that's because they wanted to take me on a detour.
They wanted to take you
35.
around a detour.
Yeah, but when I looked like straight ahead,
Right.
I didn't see any traffic. You know how when you get close to UNT, you can see kind of like ahead.
Right.
Like I looked and it was like it's not that bad. So I just skipped the detour and then it went down to like 55 minutes. Not 55 minutes, but it shaved off like a good 15 minutes.
Well, you got lucky then.
Yeah. Well, it would have fucked me over if I actually followed the GPS.
If you paid attention to him, cause Siri be lying sometimes, bro.
Dude.
She be telling you like, take this left, and then it's like down like the most deserted highway. I'm
For
like,
real.
Siri, please rethink that that decision.
For real.
And she's like, oh my bad. Turn around.
Not even. It's just like, okay, keep going. You know, it doesn't even apologize.
Yeah, dude. Do you use Apple Maps?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried using Waze?
I used it whenever in other groups, but with this one, everything is pretty much like steady. So I don't really use maps a lot. So I just use Google.
I fucking hate Waze, dude.
Why? I think it's better than Google Maps.
Hell no.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I don't know about Google Maps. I use Apple.
Apple Maps.
I use Apple Maps, but Waze is the worst, dude.
No, it's not.
When you pull it up, it looks like a arcade game. Like you pull it up and it's got like bubbles and it's got like smiley faces and shit, and then like your car looks like the car in like a game. Like, dude, I'm not trying to play this game. I'm trying to get to the actual gig. Like I'm not like it's confusing as hell, dude. And then there's like notifications, and then there's like a red little thing that says, "Oh, well, this is a car wreck. Like, be careful." I don't know, bro. Every time it just stresses me out.
Well, it's a lot more accurate than Apple Maps.
Nope.
For me.
Nope.
Because it's a community based thing. Like when you see something, you can report it, and it tells everybody else. So it's more accurate because you report what you see. I'm telling you my point of view, bitch. Like it worked for me.
Not for me. I hate it. I deleted it.
I still have it, but I just use Apple Maps. I just use Apple Maps.
Just grow up and use Apple.
They interact better. I do.
So
I use it because they interact better with my Apple Watch and yeah. What?
I just freaking hate like Waze, dude. I used it twice and I gave up. I think I wanted to throw away my phone.
Is that how you say it?
Waze.
Because I mean, a lot of other musicians use it, and they're like, "Was it?" So I never really knew how you say it.
Hang on, do they speak English?
No.
That's why.
I was always confused. They're like,
was it?
Was it? It's because that's how they say
It's like when they say, like, they don't say WhatsApp. They say WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Oh, tu whats? ¿Qué es tu whats, güey? I had a lot of like charros, like the Mexican charros, like they come talk to me like, hey, sometimes I need like a guitarrón player, sometimes I need a vihuela player.
Yeah.
Give me your watts. And I'm like, dude, I could just give you my number. Like, you don't have to send me anything on watts.
They're like, I got limited minutes, bro.
Dude, do you think?
I'm trying to text you on my Wi-Fi.
Does anybody still have that? Like non-unlimited or like limited messages, limited minutes? I used to have that, dude. I remember calling people on my phone like with minutes. Is that how old I am? Did you have that?
Yeah, I had that all through like the first 2 or 3 years of high school.
Did you have a phone? What was your first phone?
It was Samsung. No, I'm lying. It was an actual flip phone.
Was it?
I got it from Virgin Mobile. I don't know.
Virgin?
Don't know. Yeah, that's called.
Seems fitting, bro.
Really was. I was in middle school.
Yeah, you were in middle school.
It was a flip phone.
Are they still around? Virgin Mobile?
I don't know. That's what I asked.
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't know because I'm not a. Never mind.
Shut up. What are you judging?
I don't know, bro. Dang, I had a little Nokia, bro. Like the ones, the ones that the ones that are a meme now, that are indestructible. That's what I had, and I used to play Snake on it.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
When I first got to the U.S., my mom had it, and I would play Snake on that.
You're like wasting all her battery.
Battery?
Not even.
That's forever, dude. Like I would playing, and then I dropped it, and it would break the concrete.
Oh yeah, dude. Those have been around since Egyptian times, and they still have power.
That's how they built the pyramids.
Oh man, what was I talking about? I was talking about. Oh, just to get there, I didn't use Waze. I used Apple. And when I finally got to the place, dude, you remember there was like a dirt path like to get there. Could you see me?
No, I was already inside.
Oh, okay.
Because I got there on time.
Because Paco said that like I was hauling ass down that dirt road. Dude, I was kicking up smoke and like fucking dirt and rocks like behind my truck. Even now, my wheels are so white because it was like white dirt. So it looked like straight cocaine pallets. Like fucking going crazy. Like cloud. EVN, dude. But that was Friday. It was pretty all right. I mean, little gig. I mean, I like gigs like that. They're kind of easy, man. You just kind of sit there, or not sit there. You stand there. It was like a little 2-hour gig.
Yeah, first hour was outside. You
know what I love?
What
my favorite thing is like when we're playing a gig and then they're like, oh, we're gonna do like the introductions. It was a wedding, so they're like, oh, we're gonna do the introductions, and then they're gonna talk, and then afterwards, like the best man gives a speech, and then afterwards, like the best what are they called? The best maid?
Okay.
What's the best maid?
Bro, I don't know.
First, I want to say first lady. No, it's not that. When the girl maid of honor. Maid of honor.
Yeah. What did I was looking that up.
Best maid. She can really clean a house. I don't know. No, the maid of honor gives like a speech. Like I love that because we're playing a gig and they're like, all right, shut the fuck up for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, badass because we're on the clock. So I'm just sitting there like on this last one, like they wanted to do like introductions or some shit like that, or I don't know.
Oh, I think I missed that because
you were there.
I went to the back to like get like water. I think.
Yeah, we went to go get water.
I missed the whole speech. I'm sure it was good.
Oh, I didn't listen. I was just drinking my lemonade, chilling, bro.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But I love that, dude. Because dude, I'll be like, man, take your time, dude. You can do whatever you want. I'm straight chilling right now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then when they finally call us back, I'm like, I feel lazy because I'm like, dude, but we're taking a break.
You're spoiled. You're just like,
yeah, dude, they really do spoil us. They're like, oh yeah, just go ahead and chill out until we, come back.
Dude, fuck. When we were playing outside, we were playing right, and I looked to my right, and I saw Don Miguel, our other trumpet player.
Yeah.
And this guy was fighting a wasp, dude.
Don Miguel?
Yeah.
Like a wasp or like wasps?
Like one. But it was like, I don't know. Like I'm scared of wasps personally because I've never been stung.
Why?
I've never been stung. Since
Did you not have a childhood? You never
did.
You never fucked around with wasps?
Well, I've seen like my cousins get stung. That's why I don't fuck with them. I shit you not. I've never been stung. I have like a 23-year streak of not being stung.
Of not being stung by a wasp?
Yeah.
But that's the thing with them. Like, the reason you get bit is because you start fucking around with them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I never fuck around with them. That's why I'm saying. I saw Don Miguel and he's like throwing all these hands, and I'm like, dude, what
with
are
the
you
wasp?
Doing? Yeah.
During the gig though?
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't get stung. Like everything he sees, and he did this last week at the Father's Day. Remember that gig we had outside?
Yeah.
And we were chilling, and there's like bees and butterflies and wasps outside. Yeah. And like I said, I'm scared of it, but not enough where I'm like, I freak out. I just kind of like stand still just to like not fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
And one was close to the like this pool, right? And there's like a box in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just chilling there. And I'm kind of looking at it just because I'm like, okay, let's set away, And I see like this boot. She's like, I see this boot just fucking swing at it, and it's Don Miguel just like trying to kill it.
Is he trying to kill the wasp that was just chilling there?
Yeah, like he was fucking with it, and I'm like, and what I thought was like, no way,
Yeah.
But my body was like, don't think it, say it, So I had like this burst of like, no way, And then he looked at me, he kind of like backed off. And like that whole time she started looking at him, like he kind of stood still.
Menacingly?
Yeah.
He's like, I will bite the shit out of you right now.
Yeah. Dude.
Or sting, right? They don't bite, my bad. I thought they was going to take a chunk out of you or something. No, he stings you, right.
And then I want to say Saturday, we had another outside gig.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you were all scared with the frog.
Fuck frogs, bro.
And there was a frog there, and we're kind of looking at it. I'm not scared of frogs, so I was just looking at it. And then Miguel looks at it, and he just kind of works towards it, and he starts kicking it too. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see him try to kick it.
Yeah, he just went like Bah! That's why it was so next to the wall, close to the wall.
Okay, well that's the thing. I get kicking a frog because I fucking hate frogs.
I guess.
I'd rather get stung by 100 wasps than to touch or look at one frog.
Wouldn't you die from that? Like 100?
Well, at least I didn't touch a fucking. There's people that eat frogs, dude. They eat their fucking legs and they're like, "Oh, they taste like chicken." Well, then just eat the chicken. Why the fuck? Have you seen a frog leg? They're like at least a ruler
that's
long.
Too big, bro.
No, dude, because their leg is like a wing, dude. So like when you put it like straight,
yeah,
it's like a ruler.
Okay.
Like así de grande. Oh, dude, I just hate frogs, man. They're the most horrible animal to exist.
Why? They're green. Isn't that your favorite color?
Yeah, no, they're different colors though. That's the thing. Oh. And then they just sit there looking like a fat turd, dude. They're just like, "Yo, ribbit, bitch. What are you doing, bitch?" Like they're just kind of just sitting there like staring at you.
They're just chilling.
No, because they're chilling watching you or whatever, and then like you make a move and it'll jump towards you like without warning. It's just like ribbit, and it's just like jumps. Dude,
I've never seen a frog like come at me before.
It better not. Shit, I'll fuck you up, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying. They always try to get away from you. They never try to like be friends.
No, hell no. In Mexico, dude,
especially in Mexico,
if you leave a door open, they'll just hop in like they own the place. They're like, "Yo, what up here? Dang, what y'all watching? What's up, bro?"
That's every animal though.
No, that's like I can tolerate bugs or like a spider. I'll kill them. I don't give a fuck. But with the frog, dude, they're just so ugly and disgusting and slimy. And oh, dude, so at that gig when we were playing and I looked to my left and I see this freaking frog just chilling there, dude. I moved to the other side, dude. I was like, hey,
yeah, I saw that. Even Arturo was like, "Oh, still," and he moved to that side.
Yeah, dude, we kind of switched places with the trumpets because I was like, dude, no, I fucking hate frogs, dude. That
was funny.
I would shoot it in the face. I don't give a fuck. I hate them with the passion. I know someone out there will agree with me. Hopefully.
I don't know. Like, I don't have a problem with them. I'd rather, I don't know, have a frog jump around than a wasp just fucking trying to fuck me up.
Nope. Nah, this is not for me, man. Anyway, so that gig was pretty good too. We played for that old lady, and then I liked it because we're far from the people because COVID is still alive, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be as far from people as possible. I'm not letting people interact with me. I'd be like putting my arms out and shit, stranger danger. I'm like away from me, you know. But
yeah. That was a gig that we went overtime on, right?
Yeah. We went a little overboard. It's because sometimes what I'll do is I'll play we play La Culebra, and that's like our little ending song, right? It's like we're about to dip song. We're like but then like, you know, our violin player, he like places out. He kind of just talks, "Thank you for inviting us," and stuff like that or whatever. So like what I'll do sometimes when I notice, like especially because like when I walk in, I try to look at my watch and be like, okay, we got here like at 6:30 or whatever. Yeah. So that if it's an hour gig, like when 7:30 comes, I'll kind of play that intro like on my vihuela. I'll be like, ding, 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 ding. So that way they can, I'm like kind of warning our boss, Arturo, like, hey, I think we're done, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, what I think we're done. But like this time we went over for like, what, how many?
Fueron como 4 de pilón, dude.
Yeah, dude. And he was like, avisen. And I'm like, you're the boss. So I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I didn't play it. Like, but I thought we were done. But then he would call another one. And I'm like, oh, shit. Another one? All sweating. Like, really, bro?
Llegamos tarde.
Llegamos tarde. No, llegamos temprano para acabar tarde, güey. Oh, man. No, but I mean, it was fine. I mean, it's whatever. We as long as we finish the gig, TBH.
Yeah. As long as we get paid, which we almost didn't get paid.
Yeah, dude, we almost didn't get paid, dude. We're already in the van.
That was so crazy, dude.
Already pulling out.
Like, I was putting away my bass, right?
Yeah.
And then I was making my way into the van, and the lady comes out like, "Oiga, ¿quiere que les pague?" I was like, oh my god.
And it's funny because I'm pretty sure like he wouldn't have noticed until we he was like paying us all, or like, you know, he
He's
separates
like,
the money. So he's like, man, I'm missing like $600.
Yeah.
How does that happen? He's like, fuck. Then we'd have to drive all the way back to the gig. No, I'm ready. No, but were you there? No, I don't think you were there. We had a gig where people were fighting to pay us.
Bro?
Yeah, I don't think. No, you weren't there. We played. You know, if you played like a sketch ass gig, like it's just sketchy as fuck. Like you walk in, you're like, bro, this kind of sus. So we've had a couple of those. You walk in some like weird house or like weird people.
Yeah.
Like they just look sketch, bro. Like they look like they look like every cholo from every Mexican movie. Like
Hector?
every Hector's. You got like a room full of Hectors, right?
Yeah.
And so we walked into this gig and we went to the backyard and we started playing. You know, they seemed pretty like happy about everything, you know. And then on our way out, we walked towards the van. You know, we start putting up our stuff, and we had already gotten paid. Like we were just ready to dip, so we put everything up and we're ready to go. We all sat down, and then like someone from the gig, it was like a lady and a dude. They start walking towards the van. And I think we opened the door, and then they were like, "¿Sí les pagaron?" And then our boss is like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I was there.
Were you there? I don't know.
I think so.
He's like, "Ya les pagaron?" And then he's like, yeah, you know, so-and-so, someone in there paid me. And we could hear like shouting and fighting and no sé qué chingados in the backyard. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? Because it just sounded like Royal Rumble 2003 over there.
Okay.
And we're like, what the fuck is going on over there? And they're like, es que se están peleando porque no saben quién, no saben quién pagó o quién quiera pagar o qué. Like, ¿les pagaron? Because they're fighting each other to pay us.
Okay, yeah.
And when I mean fight, like fight, dude. Someone was getting like freaking Stone Cold Stunnered back there or something, you know? And I'm like, the fuck is going on? So we peeled out of there. We're like, what the fuck? The people fighting to pay us, dude? There's people that never want to pay us.
Yeah. They're like, otro pilón no les pago. I'm like, sí.
Sí, cabrón. People be wanting one more song. Oh, I hate that, dude. We play a gig, and for the 2 hours we were there, they didn't give a fuck. They didn't clap.
Oh, dude, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, they had all the time to ask for a song, and at the end, they're like, and it's always like, Mariachi Loco.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you going to dance? Because that's a dancing song. That too, dude.
What?
Like, people are just horny.
What?
They are, dude. When they ask
People
for
are
Mariachi
just
Loco,
horny?
yeah, when they ask for that song, they just
Like
want
the guys too?
Low key, probably. All they want to do is see us dance.
That's true.
Because that's for them to dance, you know? We have like a little like dancing choreography so they can like dance with us. Yeah. But they just look at us and they're like, yeah.
For real, I mean, think about it. Why would you ask for a song like that where you know specifically it's for dancing and then you don't dance?
That's what I'm saying.
It's because you want to stare at our ass, bro.
Yo ni tengo. O sea,
I know, dude.
Stop.
And I have too much.
Bro.
Te presto, güey.
Por favor. Well, you know what I mean? It's like always just, they're like, yeah, they hype it up and then they just sit down. That guy did that on that gig.
On Sunday?
Sunday?
Yeah, we were playing in the backyard. Yeah, there was this guy, and at the end, the last song, like they were pretty happy throughout, you know.
Yeah.
They were asking for stuff, but at the very end, I'm so happy when we don't play it, like when you, but then like when you're, what is the worst for me is when it's the first song and when it's the last song. Like if it's in between the gig, it's like, okay, whatever, at least we're getting it out of the way. The reason I hate it in the beginning is because we get there, you know, if it's a birthday specifically, we walk in, mañanitas, boom, en tu día, boom, like, or whatever, happy birthday. And then they're like, ¿cuál quieren escuchar? Mariachi Loco. And I'm like, dude, we just fucking got here. Like, can you pace yourself?
Like, can you let me stretch?
It's like, it's almost like a fat kid comes in and he like, there's like a salad and there's like a cake. You have to eat the salad first and then you get to the cake. But they're just like, I want the fucking cake. You know, it's like, dude, like pace yourself, bro. Yeah. Like, you can't eat cake you can't eat cake all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an adult, you can just do whatever.
Yeah, when
want.
you're an adult, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
But yeah, every time they're like, and then Don Luis is like, el que la pide la baila.
Yeah, he always says that.
And she's like, "Sí, claro." And then we play it, and she's just like, "Oh yeah."
She's just like,
bro,
clapping all off beat and shit. She's like, Mariachi Loco, quiero bailar. Mariachi Loco. Like,
pretty much.
People cannot clap on beat, dude. I just thought that you could just. I don't think it takes much to clap on beats. It's like, it's pretend you're a metronome. They don't know what a metronome is. Fuck.
No internal.
But yeah, you're right. Like people hype it up and they're all like, Mariachi Loco, Mariachi Loco. And ¿la va a bailar? Sí, sí, sí. And then they just watch us like fucking creeps.
Exactly. Like they're pretty quiet about it, you know? They're not like, and then you start doing the little vuelta and they're like, yo.
For real, you start doing turns and then you see like this old lady biting her lip and it's like, I'm not an object, you know?
For real? Yeah, for the people that are not musicians, we're objectified a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
They just want to see our ass twirling and we be getting low and shit. we try to. But that was I think it was a good weekend. I mean, we nothing too eventful, consistent work. Dude, who knows if it's gonna stay up? We're getting a second wave here in Texas.
I feel like people are not gonna give a fuck.
I don't know. We still have work, so who knows, man.
But I really am scared. Remember that last gig on Saturday?
What happened?
At that big house? Like we walked in and most of us had masks on. And they're like, ¿Por qué tienen máscaras?
And it's like, bitch, because there's a pandemic.
Yeah, like, I don't know where you've been.
The dude.
Yeah, pobre señor.
So we walk in and some of us got masks on. I told Victor, I was like, if we're outside, I don't want to wear a mask as much because I mean it's at least there's wind and I'm farther from the people. I'm not because I mean I think you got to get like their particles like in your body in order to contract it. So when we go inside is where I'm kind of like you know, like just a bunch of people. So there's people who are having like a dinner party. And then it was just funny because like it un güerito, dude. So like we walked in and we start playing bam 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 like chingon. And this dude is like this old dude. He's just standing in the corner, dude. Yeah. He looked like he was in trouble. He was just like all the way at the end of the fucking kitchen. Yeah. And he was just like at one point he was standing behind like this like wall.
It's because that little kid started singing.
Yeah, right.
And I guess he felt like too close to him or something?
I don't know, but he was scared, bro. Yeah. And then, like that one lady's like, why are y'all wearing masks? I'm like, well, dude, because I'm not trying to die. Yeah. That's why.
I'm like, fuck.
She's like, I didn't get it. I'm like,
bro. We're like, I'll walk out, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. But, I mean, as long as this work for now, I mean, we'll have more content to talk about. Oh, man. But, I mean, it was a good weekend.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't feel tired or like worn out from it.
I told you I'm getting more used to it. Now it's butter. It's butter.
I did feel like my calluses come back.
Oh yeah, man. As a mariachi, we got the worst hands, dude.
I mean, they're not bad.
Like no, dude. The thing is, like, I'll touch like a blanket, and it'll just.
Oh, it'll feel like.
I feel like Spider-Man, dude. Like I have all the. I've referenced Spider-Man twice now, because like all the little dead skin and like the rough parts on my hands will just like grab onto the blanket. Yeah, and it's kind of gross.
What's weird for me, it's like my fingers. Ooh, no, like where I finger like where I finger the fingerboard.
Right.
You know.
I was like, damn, bro, we're going there.
No, if you see them, they have like little bumps on the side. Oh, so they look like they're deformed.
You got like witch hands, bro.
Why?
They're like long and skinny. Like if it was green, I would think it's a witch hand.
I guess.
But girls like that. They like the veins and shit.
Oh.
What'd you think I meant?
I don't know, bro. I'm just.
Nah, mine look like. You ever seen Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
In the Chocolate Factory. Mm-hmm. The Oompa Loompas. You know they got little small fat hands. That's me right there, bro. I have like the least vihuela hands ever. Like if you look at all vihueleros, they all have like badass like skinny fingers, long hands. Like they just look badass when they're playing. Like mine just looks like an oven mitt. You know how it's got no fingers and like the thumb. That's my. That's what I hate. My hands are very small, so like they don't look like a guitar player or a vihuela player's hands. But I mean, I make do with what I have, man. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you don't sound bad. Just a little bit.
just a little bit. No, but I mean, it was a good weekend. I mean, as long as we keep working like this, I think we'll be fine. What are we?
My mic fell.
I'm like, bro, chill out, dude.
My bad.
I'm getting too excited over there. Shit.
Yeah, I fixed it.
No, but it was a good weekend. Anything else eventful that happened other than fuck frogs? I'm gonna always. I hate frogs. I'll never stop talking about it.
Stop it. Stop it. No, I think it was pretty chill for the most part.
What, like the weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. What's it called? Hold up.
Take your time, bro. It's not like people are like, hablen güey.
Like, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say the only thing that like kind of sucks is that when people ask us for, they kind of did it. No, they didn't really do it this weekend. I hate when people ask for a song, and they're like, "It's so and so," and we're like, "Fuck!" Like, especially like us, like we'll do a lot of songs. Like, we'll play every song almost.
Okay.
And then when it's like, and especially like when we already like satisfied the customer, like we've already played all the ones they want. And then they asked for like this random ass song from their town, and then they were like, "Oh, well."
Oh, that was on Sunday.
Okay, right? I feel like it happened because I remember they asked for the song, and we had already been playing the whole gig, like pretty good. And then they're like, "Oh, well, do y'all know this one or whatever?" I'm like, "Oh, you know what? We actually don't know that one."
Yeah.
They're like, "Why the fuck don't you know that song?" And
They're
it's like,
no se la saben.
and we're like, no, nobody ever asked for that.
Yeah.
And so like, you fucking idiots don't know that song? How the fuck don't y'all know that song?
Todos se la saben.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that comment. They're like, well, everybody that I've asked knows that song. And I'm like, okay, then you should have fucking hired them. Because they try to like belittle us like into thinking like we ain't shit because we don't know the song. But it's like, dude, like literally nobody asked for this song. Like, I don't know where you pulled this out from because like nobody asked for it. And I'm sorry. And they just look at you like in disgust, dude. Looks at you in Mexican disgust. They're just like, bro, these guys ain't shit. Even though we've been playing like the whole gig steady, you know. But
they look at you how your mom looks at you when you can flip a tortilla. Like,
for real, dude.
They're like, cabrón, así, en chispa. You know?
For real, dude. I used to be scared of flipping la tortilla. And then I grew up.
Pretty much.
Because that's the thing, too. Like, your mom has callus. Like,
yeah,
she's been doing it for years. Like, she expects you to already have it. I was like, a ver, toca la guitarra. No, pues no puedo. Pues ya ves.
Or like plot twist, she picks it up. Chun, 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 chun. It's like, ¿alguna otra, güey?
¿Cuál quieres? Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
¿Qué tono? No, what was crazy about that on Sunday, nobody knew the song except for Don Miguel.
Which one?
Whenever that guy wanted to sing his own songs, because the client wanted to sing some songs.
Some people do that.
And Arturo would come up to me and he's like, güey, no me la sé, pero va más o menos así. Just follow the guy.
And I'm like, okay.
Sí, cabrón.
Yeah, dude. He'll just kind of tell us like, oh, it's like kind of goes like this, and it's in fa. Oh, it's okay, you know, we'll follow him.
He just gives you like the style. He's like, no, rancherita.
Rancherita, ahí va despacito, así, más o menos. And it was funny because we were playing some song that guy wanted to sing.
Yeah.
And like none of us knew it. Like even like it's like you say, like cada quien con su
arreglo.
Con su arreglo. Yeah. Everybody's doing like their own freaking arrangement, you know, like just plugging in fills and shit. And then it was funny because Arturo was like, it's this one, it's in fa, it's a ranchera. Okay, cool. So we just like followed as best as we could. And then like I told them, you better not be looking at me when I fuck up because like I don't know it, you know, neither do you.
Yeah.
So we just start playing along. So when like the guy like turns around and looks at us because we played a wrong chord.
That was the one thing that helped. He kind of like was in tune. So you could kind of feel when the change was.
But I was just saying like it's funny because like Arturo would look at me. like I'm playing and I'm giving like a smirk at Arturo because I'm like, I fucking told you. And he's just like he's like grinning back at me. He's like Yeah, like, you know that grin that he does.
Yeah,
He's just like
he's just looking at you like, I know you're trying, bro. Like,
he's like, I don't know.
it sucks more for me because I have to make the change.
Yeah, that's
and
the
I'm
bass.
like,
Yeah,
fa do fa la, and then it's either right or wrong. You know?
yeah. And then especially when you get it wrong,
Yeah.
the freaking client looks at you like, "What are you, a fucking idiot or something?"
Well, the good thing is that he wasn't that much of like.
No,
like,
he
he
wasn't
just knew something was wrong,
right.
but he didn't
Yeah.
know who to look at.
No, he wasn't an asshole. We've had
Yeah.
assholes before there, and then after the fact, oh, I need to talk about that one day, but we're running out of time. I'm gonna talk about Lorenzo Negrete
Oh, from at Texas State.
at Texas State. I need to talk about that. Stay tuned for next episode. Anyway, well, we've had some assholes that are just like we'll play the song or whatever.
That lady from the last gig on Saturday, she was like, Arturo, me toca la si nos dejan en la por favor, yo la tengo en la. And I'm like,
we're like,
lady, you have like the lowest voice for a girl.
Yeah.
Es un fa, you know.
And she was like, pues no sé. And then we played it, and it's like in her key, and I'm like, dude, it's in fa. Like,
I'm like, se creyó chipmunk.
it's because some people are rude. It's like, dude,
Well, she was being rude, but she's trying to make it look like she knew what she was doing.
Oh, right,
she
right.
did that
That's what I meant.
The last time we played for her before,
Right.
remember?
It's because some people, that's the thing too. Like, if they have any sense of like musical ability, like even the slightest, they'll exploit that. They'll be like, no, pues es en la verdad, no, es en la verdad, and I'm like,
no.
They're like, oh, pues yo la cantaba, and then we played we played it in fa, and she was like, oh, pues yo pensé, like she'll make you think that she knows what's up.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what she did on the last
time that we played.
Remember, she wanted like a song,
right?
En re, and we played it, and she's like, "No, Arturo, era en re."
Yeah, and then it was just like, no, lady, it's just that you weren't singing in key, like,
yeah,
because she sent us a recording of. She's like, I want it in this key and like in this arrangement.
Era de Rocío Dúrcal,
right?
And she has a pretty.
Yeah, so she told us like in this key and this arrangement. So we learned it, and then we get there and we play it, and she says it's not it, and it's like, no, you're not it.
Yeah,
I was like, you're the one that's fucking up, like. But
much.
she didn't get that. That's the thing. You can never convince a client. Like the client will always, most likely.
I mean, I feel just to not make any like trouble. You're like,
yeah. I mean,
you know?
That's the thing. We have to suck it up. Like we're the ones that are like, I'm sorry, you know, like.
Yeah.
But at the end, you're just like, man, what the fuck is this lady doing, or what was this dude doing? Like, that's why I want to talk about Lorenzo Negrete, but that'll be for the next episode. You were there, weren't you?
Nah.
You weren't at Texas State at that time? Did you go to the concert?
Only like 3 people. Oh.
You were there. It's when we played a concert.
I don't think I heard it, but
I think you might have been. Oh yeah, I took a picture with you, Alondra, and Ivan, and Uriel.
no.
Or was it just them
That
three?
that was some other bitch.
That was another skinny harp player. I don't know. I know.
No, I don't think I was there.
Anyway, well, I'll talk about that next time. We need to get into these questions because we're running out of time, boy.
I'll pull them up real quick.
Okay, we're getting into
Charro
Chat.
You know what you made people do?
Wow, dude. I need to do the intro first.
I'm sorry.
Charro Chat. Getting into Charro Chat. All right, cool. What's up? What?
When you posted that picture of me knocked out.
Which one?
Como que cuál?
Oh, there's not a picture of the video.
Where like my fucking chin was melting into my neck and like my lips were like.
Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, I put up a little video of on the last. We had some people say like
3 people.
Yeah, they were like, I thought he never slept, and that was like the one time you actually slept.
Yeah, like I saw the when they come up on my notification, I was like, oh, perdón. Like,
yeah. So Victor fell asleep in the van. So like I took a video because he looked so funny, and I put it on our Instagram. Follow us on CharroBeans podcast at CharroBeans podcast. And speaking of the IG, that's where you get to ask us questions for the Charro Chat of the day. So please follow us.
Pretty please.
You want to go? You want to go into it or?
No, you go.
Bitch.
Because you're the one with the pretty voice.
Okay. I guess. All right. First question comes from the at Litro Nitro. The Litro Nitro. What's worse, Mariachi Loco at a funeral or Amor Eterno at a wedding?
I gotta go with Mariachi Loco at a funeral.
That's happened to me before, man.
Imagine, dude, you're all without, and in the back is like, ha, 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 ha.
That's what's funny because I've experienced both. Like,
For real?
yeah, I've experienced both.
I've had something like that, not with Mariachi Loco.
Yeah, it was very somber at first. Like we played, they wanted nothing but somber songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we played like, all the standards like Puño de Tierra and Te vas Ángel Mío, stuff like for goodbye to this person.
Right.
And then like towards the end, dude, they were all dancing. Like I was like, it was a very confusing gig, dude. I remember because it was also at a house. It was like an open casket. We showed up, like I was with Allende, and we showed up, and it was like an open casket. So I was like kind of freaked out. I thought we were just walking into like a normal party, but they had like an open casket at the house. And we walk in, I'm like, oh, it got like real. Like, I don't know if anybody else has ever played at an open casket, but it gets very real very fast. Yeah. You get there and everybody's crying and you just kind of show up like, whoa, It just kind of puts you in that situation, which is fine. Obviously you're there to honor the person that passed away.
Right.
But when you get there, it does kind of like take you back a bit. So when I got there, we played a lot of somber stuff and, the stuff that they were asking for. There's people like wailing and stuff. They're like, sad about this guy.
Yeah.
And then like by the end, dude, I remember, I guess I see the appeal. It's like, oh, he would want us to be happy or, but it did kind of like freak me out because they're like, oh, Toquen Mariachi Loco. I think it was like one of the last songs we played. So they were doing like, how they dance in a circle.
Yeah.
So they were doing Mariachi Loco. And I can still have the picture in my mind. Like they were doing that dance circle and like with the body in the back.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, dang, dude, this is kind of weird, dude. I've never done something like this before. But I wouldn't say it's bad. I think
they're celebrating that he's finally in a better place.
So that's why I look at it.
Like
because if I'm trying to answer the question, like what's worse, I think it's Amor Eterno at a wedding. Because at Mariachi Loco, maybe it's because, you're trying to celebrate the life of this man or be in a not so somber tone for this person. But there's no excuse for playing Amor Eterno at a wedding. There just isn't. It's a death song.
I know, but I feel like people misinterpret it for like a love song.
That's what I'm saying. That's worse.
Because people just don't know the lyrics.
People, no, they probably do know the lyrics because y'all sing along. It's just a matter of the fact that they're being irresponsible with it. They're like,
maybe it's a death song for their
like sex life.
Yeah. Well, shouldn't that increase? That's not important. For like their what's the word? Like they can't be single anymore. So okay. So rip to that,
Yeah,
maybe
rest in peace to your single life.
Yeah,
maybe because if here's the thing, Amor Eterno is a death song. It's literally a death song. It's for la partida de alguien, right? Like someone passed away.
De que la partida.
So if you look up the lyrics to Amor Eterno, they're all sad. So I don't know why people at a wedding say Toquen Amor Eterno para los novios. Because that's not what it's for. Like it really isn't. I don't know. I really don't know what goes on through people's head. Like the other one is like Amor de los dos. That is not a love song. It isn't.
Right.
There are like Toquen Amor de los dos para los novios. If you look up the lyrics,
like what?
No, like this is the first I'm hearing about this.
Right.
No, if you look up the lyrics to Amor de los dos, and we have played it at many weddings before. It goes, mi vida es tu vida, amor de los dos. Tú me haces sufrir, ya lo pagarás. Tú no tienes perdón. Like,
she's like, I hate you, bro.
I hate you. Like, it's literally a song about breakup, almost like a breakup song.
You broke my heart.
You broke my heart. Like, tú me haces sufrir, tú lo pagarás. Like, you're gonna pay for this shit. Yeah. So why am I playing it for the guy you love? Is my question. Like, we're over there playing these songs, and this girl's like full on crying, dude. Like, They're crying like, you remember like graduation, like all the girls were crying like they're never gonna see this chick again.
Mm-hmm.
They were like straight crying, like, and I'm like thinking like, why are you crying? Like this is a bad song for this situation.
Like I said, people just don't know, especially with a song like that. Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to be positive here, to be honest.
You're looking at the glass half full.
Yeah.
And I'm just like breaking the glass. I'm like,
yeah, just tossing it.
So to answer the question, I think it is worse for you to play Amor Eterno for a wedding, because people need to understand what these actual songs are saying.
Yeah, what they mean.
What they mean. You can't just say Amor Eterno, like, oh, their love will be eternal. No, it's talking about the eternal love they'll have for this person that died. Like,
and I think originally it was for Juan Gabriel's mom. If I don't know if I'm wrong, but it's for someone that passed away.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It's not for that situation.
Yeah. People, man. Nah, I'm still gonna go with Mariachi Loco, because that's just. And I have a story about that, but
tell it. You can if you want.
It's just a different song. Like, I was with this group and we're doing a funeral, and we're kind of in the back. They're not really asking for songs. It's more about them just hearing all these sad songs and just mourning, mourning, whatever. And
you got this, bro.
And our boss was like, "No, pues La Chuparrosa." And
what?
La Chuparrosa.
Oh, the trumpet song?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And we're like, "Bro, are you sure? Because como que it's too happy,
for this very sad occasion."
Yeah. And he's like, "No pasa nada." So we're like, all right. And we start playing it. Sure enough, dude, the client looks back. No. Like, what are you doing? That
we're just playing
we had to stop. Like, we didn't finish the
y'all.
song. We just stopped the song.
Oh, shit. So they stopped you?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, sorry.
So what were they thinking, playing a happy song at a funeral?
I think it's because we had practiced that song. So they wanted to
practice at a funeral.
I guess.
No, you don't do that.
Yeah, and
you're not there to practice. You're there.
The client was just like
not having it.
Yeah, dude.
If they had a Yelp review for mariachis,
no,
0 stars. You know how they always started. Like, if I could give this person or whatever 0 stars, I could, but I have to give them 1 star. But I think it's still worse to play because people need to learn what these songs are talking about. Like, you
do you know what Mariachi Loco's talking about?
Quiero bailar, Mariachi Loco, quiero bailar.
At a funeral? Isn't that kind of worse?
I don't know. They're both pretty fucking bad. I mean,
yeah, they're both bad, but my pick is I stand with my choice.
Moral of the story is just make good song choices.
Yeah,
that's really all I'm saying. Don't do anything bad,
or
please.
Don't let your group practice
at a funeral. You are not on your own time, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, I think that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I hope you're happy. All right, so this guy decided to be anonymous. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, we can do that, guys. So if you guys want to be anonymous, just let us know, and I guess we would know. But I mean, if you want to ask a question and you don't want your name reported,
I guess you don't want to be cool or something.
Yeah, we can choose to make you guys anonymous. So what did anonymous say?
He says, groups undercutting and charging little money, or caimanes paying kids way less.
Ooh.
What do you think, Sam?
Well, I don't know. I've never been a boss.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure you experienced something like this, no?
I've heard of groups doing that, where they were like, oh, well, the guy that's coming in, we're gonna pay him like, instead of like, say the usual rate was like $60, they pay him like half, like $30.
Fuck.
I have heard of that, where people get less money, because they're younger or whatever the fuck. But it's like, dude, like, he's still going out there and doing this not the same amount of work, obviously, but he's still going out there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people should pay them the same amount. You know what I mean? It's not like we have a minimum wage in mariachi. It's more like if you show up, like here's your pay. Like that's just how it's always been for me. Because I mean, I have heard of groups like that where like, and especially because the one I'm thinking of, I think the dude was in the group for like 6 months or like maybe up more, and he was making considerably less than the rest of the group. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing in that group? Like, go find another one, dude. They're just like, you're getting scammed.
Pretty much.
Pyramid scheme.
Like I've been in a group like that, and I even asked why, because I remember like working like a set amount of hours, and I'm like, how come we made this much, you know? And they're like, well, it's because since you're starting and you don't have a lot of repertoire or like don't know a lot of stuff, like we use it as an incentive to make you work for more money, and then when we see that que le echas ganas, we'll pay you more. And I'm like, okay. And at that time, to chiquillo, you know, so I'm like,
okay, so then that makes sense because the guy asked kids making considerably less. So it's like, yeah, as a kid, you don't understand.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, because he says it's an incentive, you know. Yeah. But when you're little, you don't need a lot of money, you know.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Like you don't need as much money as obviously a person that uses this as like his livelihood at that time, you know. But
and then take in mind that I was going on Armonía, you know. I was going on bass. So it's like, okay, you're gonna pay me less, but you can't really do anything without a bass. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that's why I don't agree with that.
Yeah, like I know I'm not doing as great, but I'm filling in a spot that you need. Right. You know, it's a mutual thing where I'm like doing something for you, and you just gotta pay me back for doing that. You know? Yeah. Because otherwise, you would sound like shit if you try to play without a bass, which people do.
Oh man.
But
don't get me started on guitarron or like non-guitarron groups or like people that bring out anybody else but not a bass. And I'm like, bro, like you need the guitarron. Like, no, we can make do. We have a guitar player. I'm like, he's trash.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't think that's right. Like everybody should get a freight cut because everybody's putting something in.
Exactly.
At the end.
It's like you said, like they can't do the gig without you. I mean, I guess they could, but then it wouldn't sound the same.
Yeah. It wouldn't sound great either.
Right. So like I haven't personally experienced, maybe I have and I just wasn't getting paid and I'm like, all right, $20, you know.
Right.
But I guess it does fall under the like, okay, we'll put it like this. I understand if a boss of the group makes more money than us. I get that because
they're doing more.
They're doing way more than us. You know, they're the ones taking the calls. They're the ones trying to market the group, like buying like cards and
gas for the van, or like, you know, if y'all don't have a van, at least like they do more than us. Like all we do is show up. So I understand a boss coming in and being like, okay, well, you know, even if he didn't tell me he took money, I'd be like, okay, well, I understand it though. Like, you know, you get a little bit more because you are the boss. Yeah. You're the one that brought us all together. But when it's like, okay, well, we're going to pay him less because he doesn't know as much yet. I don't know, like, just like you said, like the dude's still showing up and it wouldn't be the group without him. Like, so he's doing the same amount of work at the gig at least. Like, or more because, well, when I was there, like you're trying to learn a song on the spot, you know? So if anything, you're a little bit more, let's say, echando más, and you're more stressed, I guess, because you're learning everything on the spot. You're trying not to fuck up or fucking up while trying to do something. You know what I mean?
And then that's the thing too. We play armonía, so like I can understand why it's more pressure for us to know what we're doing, because a violin player will play fills, right? But if he's got 2 or 3 other violins with him, you can kind of drown out and figure it out as you go. Right. Unless you're playing specifically by yourself, I wouldn't right now. I wouldn't be able to tell you if the violin player actually knows what he's playing because he's not isolated. But you play guitarrón, I play vihuela. So if I don't know my shit, I play a wrong chord, you hear it automatically. Yeah. Especially like back then when I got in and they told me that I was gonna be playing by myself when Paco goes up to sing or whatever. So I'd be playing by myself, and when I wasn't like super comfortable with the music yet, I would play a wrong chord and everybody looked at me and I was like, fuck, like
Mm-hmm.
that's pressure, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're ruining it for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So like I can understand how a trumpet player is a little bit louder. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know how that works. But I'm saying like they usually have a buddy with them. I don't
Right.
have another vihuela player. You don't have another guitarrón player.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have another harp. You don't have maybe another guitar. But point is, we're out there doing the work as much or if not more than everybody else there because we're so isolated.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should get paid the same. I mean, especially because that money that I'm not getting paid just goes more to the boss. And it's like, okay, so you're just giving yourself a raise because I don't know shit.
That too. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah.
But like I feel like that's why they call them caimanes, because they're stealing from you, dude. Because I mean, obviously, I don't know all the shit about your group. I don't know all the music in your group, but I'm still out here. I'm still showing up.
Also, that like for people that don't know what a caiman is, it's just basically a boss that steals from other places.
Like where we're all making $40 and he's making like 80.
Yeah,
per hour.
That's what that is.
Per hour. So it's like, dude, like you there's people that do that today. You know, they run their groups and they make considerably more than their players, and they have to. I feel like they should understand that really you couldn't play a gig without all of them there. Like, okay, you're the boss or whatever, but obviously we feed off of each other.
Yeah,
we couldn't play it without you, and then you guys couldn't play it without us. So you need to understand that you should pay your players, because really without them you're stuck looking for somebody every weekend, and a good help is hard to find, especially pretty like much. You know how hard it is once like your good vihuela player or your good guitarrón player gets out, because then you're like, fuck, now I gotta figure out who to get, and then they might be trash and they might know the music, and it's un pedo way. Like to find.
So what do you think about groups undercutting and charging little money? That's another part of the question.
Groups undercutting? Yeah,
I'm guessing like maybe like, I guess an example would be like, you know how there's a 12-piece group, and instead like
12.
It's an example. Es un ejemplo.
Vargas?
Es un ejemplo.
Vargas showing
up.
Es
un ejemplo, hey. Like you have a 12-piece, but the boss maybe just rather take a smaller group just to make more money, maybe.
Oh.
Or like and also like charging less just to get more work. Like I've heard of that, like groups charging like 300 or like 250 for like an hour.
That okay. I understand more the second part of the question where people would charge less. People need to understand also, people get what they pay for. Right?
Right.
That applies to mariachi as well. So when people ask me like, how much do you guys charge? I think we charge like 600 right now.
Sure.
So they'll be like, fuck, that's kind of high. And I'm like, well, I can refer you to some groups, or if not, like you can look somewhere else, because they're looking like at a budget of $200, $300. And I'm like, well, then you don't want a full mariachi, because you want like really like a perrada group.
Yeah. I mean, I've never played in a group like that. I want to say maybe I have. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've heard of like when I help someone out or something, and they always talk about a client, be like, ¿Cuánto cobran? No, 500 something.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, pues esta me cobra 350. Pues agárrelo a ellos,
right.
You know?
Yeah, because that's happened to us before too.
Yeah, aquí también.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but it's going to be a lot shittier because they're charging that for a reason. You know?
So the difference is if you really wanted a mariachi to sound good, like you're going to have to pay, man, because there are some groups that charge excessively. But at the same time, there are some reasonably priced ones where, like with us, at least we show up and, you know, and we have like mics. So like if we're at a salon, we're not just going to be playing at your table or whatever. We'll actually play like in the front. We have a whole show. We all have microphones. Everything sounds loud. Everything's there. But like if you're looking at a budget of $200, $300 and you bring out a group and then you're not happy because they only play their songs, I mean, that's on you. Because I mean, if you want to be asking for your own songs and this and that and this and that, and you get a $200, $300 group, that's just not happening. Like a lot of these groups, that's like you said,
they're doing that for a reason.
It's like you said, like they get a couple of guys together and they bring out their show, and they might not know all the music, but it's because they don't play with each other. I mean, they just kind of created this gig group for you to show up to your party and make cash, you know. And it sucks because it'll take away like work from us. But I mean, we never really had too much of a big problem up here in North Texas.
Well, we've never had a problem with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to go around. You know, there's a lot of groups up here, and they all end up working as much as we do. So I mean, it's whatever. But I know other parts of the United States or Mexico or wherever, you know, they're getting their ass handed to because groups are charging like $150 to $300 to go out there, but they're trash. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, some are good, and I feel like some do it because they're barely starting, you know.
Right.
So they're trying to like promote themselves, but I don't think they should go that low. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're like 8 Ps, maybe just do like 450, 500. You know, nothing too bad where like you're kind of just like les estás regalando algo. You know.
Yeah, man.
Because then it's a smaller cut too.
Yeah.
Less money for that much people.
So really, you just as a client, you just got to know what you want, specifically what you want. If you want to be asking for songs, you want them to not just stand there in the corner, look all sad and playing, you know, like Sin Animo. I mean, then go with the lower price. I mean, if you want a group, you're gonna have to pay for it because some people don't understand that and they get like a little group and they're like, man, the group was trash the whole time. They were on their cell phones and they were just playing around. And I'm like, well, you hired a $200 group. Like, what do you want from us? Like, we tried, you know, but
yeah. And I mean, other groups that already have they're already like built, you know, they're not gonna go lower than that because they know someone else is gonna like take their work. You know, they're not worried about, at least in North Texas. I feel like most bosses aren't worried about losing gigs.
Yeah.
If anything, some have to like. I've heard that a lot. Like a lot of people, a lot of. I mean, it's a whole network. You know, a lot of people pass out on gigs just because they can't get to them.
Yeah, there's so many gigs here that people need to pass them out or hand them off to another group. You know, see if they can play it. But we've never really had that much of a problem. But who knows in other states and stuff. But you guys should talk to us about it if you follow the IG.
You know,
tell us your experience. But I think, does that answer the question?
I think it does. I mean, that's our point of view.
Yeah, that's our POV. Whoa. My cat woke up. I think we're out of time.
Are we? Okay.
Yeah, I think we're out of time.
Well, this was fun.
This was fun. This is a good little episode number 4.
Yeah.
Cuatro.
Our first month as CharroBeans.
Month number 1 of CharroBeans podcast.
Yeah.
We really want this to grow. We really eventually we want maybe like former teachers up here, other players that we've played for.
Vargas.
Have Vargas show up? Shit. Nah, if this grows, I mean, more people start talking about this, we can actually have conversations with other people. Have them out here because we want to talk to them, but not talk to them. My cat's attacking you, bro.
She just put like her whole little paw in my stomach, dude.
But yeah, I mean, it only grows if with you guys' support. So follow the IG. Tell your friends, tell your little Charro friends, come out and listen to us for a little bit. I know y'all ain't doing shit. It's quarantine time.
You can't be doing anything right now.
So we want to sign off? Should we sign off? All right. Well, this was CharroBeans, episode 4 with
Cuatro.
Sammy
and Victor.
Oh, see me. But really appreciate you guys. Please rate, subscribe, all that shit on Apple Podcast really helps us out.
Cool. Do iTunes doesn't do reviews or what?
Apple Podcasts. That's what it is.
I mean Spotify.
Nah, they don't.
Get away.
So just before my cat eats Victor, we're signing off.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for listening. Peace.